Hi YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives with a review of the Brisa Enzo Trapper 95. Yes, now Brisa Enzo is a company in Finland, alright, and this is D2 tool steel. I think back in the day they were 01 steel. Alright, there you see the beautiful micarta handle scales, full tank construction. Here's the knife in hand. So yeah, they used to be 01. Right, and they also come in N690 CO, and this is also available in the Scandi grind. So you have some options. Now when I first got this, which was at least a couple years ago, the Scandi model was not available with the micarta scales, but since then it is available, and you can get these on Amazon, so I will include the pertinent links to all the different models and you can choose which one you want. And there you see the red liners underneath those micarta handle scales. It is just a beautiful knife overall. So why are those scales so smooth? Well, that's for comfort during prolonged use. You can use this as a skinning knife or a camp knife, bushcraft knife. The blade length is 3 3/4 inches, and it's a flat grind into a convexed edge. All right, so it's going to have good strength, and the flat grind, that's going to glide through things well, much like you would see on like a kitchen utility knife, good for food prep. But like I said, they also have a Scandi version if you prefer that. And I do have some usage footage coming up later in this video because I know you want to see it do something. You can do a lot with this. You can cut cordage, you can skin with it, you can do food prep, you know, just your basic camp tasks. You can make shavings, you know, and then light them on fire. Now, it's not the most budget-friendly knife in the world, but then again, if you wanted a budget bushcraft knife, there's a zillion options out there. There's all the Moras, the Martinis, so I understand companies, why would you compete in such a crowded field when you can make a more high-end item? Okay, here's a size comparison with a very common Mora knife. So you see, the Brisa Enzo knife, it's about 1/4 inch shorter in blade length than a typical Mora, but then again, there are shorter Moras, but it's in that sweet spot of a small to medium fixed blade. Here is the sheath. It's a very attractive leather sheath. You see it's got a belt loop dangler, right? It holds it in. It's kind of a dark brown burgundy, very attractive, traditional sheath. It's pretty nice. And in the bushcraft style, the sheath overlaps about half of the handle, right? So it gives you a lot of security. I mean, it holds it in well. Okay, usage footage coming up. I have sped up this footage a great deal. Here you will see me making a massive pile of shavings. This is the highlight reel, as you see from those sticks off to the side. I was already out there for a good long time before I turned on the camera to show you what this knife can do. Right, so now that wood is a little dry. I don't, it might not be the optimum for shavings, but that's what I had around. I just had to, I have to scavenge wood from wherever I may find it because unfortunately, I don't own forest land myself, but there's plenty of forest land around. All right, so this thing can make crazy amounts of shavings. And by the way, you shouldn't lean over like I am there. I'm only doing that for the camera angle. Okay, your back will get sore if you do that too long. All right, so yeah, it's kind of beat up. I mean, the finish, but the edge is fine. And you see, I made a mess. Yeah, who's going to clean that? I don't know. No, I will clean it. But yeah, this thing can make a giant pile of shavings if you so choose. It bites into the wood really well. So how did the knife feel in hand? Well, extremely comfortable, actually. I mean, it's a very conventional knife. There's no funky grooves or anything, but that's good because sometimes, you get all these knives that are overcomplicated. They have a choil and a sub-choil and a sub-hilt and 3 finger grooves and a pinky groove and both a thumb rest and a ramp with different types of jimping. And, I mean, when a knife gets overly complicated, it might be good for certain, like, very rapidly developing tactical situations like your 10-second knife fight. But if you're going to use something for prolonged use, you want a knife like this. I mean, you saw all those sticks that I had. I was out there for a good amount of time. So I would describe this design as elegant, functional, right? Functional, elegant simplicity. Time tested. Alright, here it is with some other Brisa Enzo knives. Those 3 folders, you got a slip joint and 2 liner locks, one which is a flat grind, one which is a Scandi. I will include links to all these knives. Now those folders are made in Taiwan, okay, for Brisa Enzo, designed in Finland, made in Taiwan. Alright, but the fixed blade, as far as I know, is actually made in Finland, but Taiwan or not, those folders are really good. You may remember those folders from my video about, are expensive knives worth it? And I basically said you don't really have to go much higher than those 2 folders. Okay, so Brisa Enzo, great company in my book. And there you see it, just some close-ups of the blade after I beat it up a bit. But yeah, final conclusions. It's a really awesome knife. As I said, it's not the most budget-friendly knife in the world, but we've already covered so many of those, the Moras and so forth. So if you already have those, which most of my subscribers do, you already have those and, you want to treat yourself, you want to get kind of an upgrade, this thing is pretty awesome. It's a very popular knife. I mean, judging from all the reviews I've seen, pretty much nothing but good things as well. So yeah, I recommend this knife and that company in general for bushcraft or camping purposes. This knife is good because what it's not. Like I said, elegant functional simplicity, like a great scientific theory or something like that. Yeah, this is a timeless design. I'm really happy that I got one of these. I think you would like it too if you got one. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.